is going on? I'm going to drop it like it's hot. I know I've said that before, but this is something that I'm passionate about. I am fired up. I'm ready to go. I've been homeschooling for a week and some days now, and this is my little escape. This is my little break. So please hang out with me. Please say hi. Give me some adult interaction because I am dying. Okay, it's not that bad, but y'all, the struggle is freaking real. The struggle is real. And so let's talk about how you can stand out on social media. And this is not just going to be for people building a business and a brand. These are going to be tips that anyone can use. If you're a mom and you have the most adorable kids ever, and this is going to be for you. If you have if you take pictures with your phone, this is going to be for you. So we're going to talk about 5 ways to get better at get better pictures that you can use on your social media using your smartphone. Okay, so today more than ever, if you're building a business or a brand on social media, you are going to be trying to influence people's preferences, right, to do business with you. So we're going to talk about how you can get your social media to stand out when people have an attention span of like 5 seconds or something. Like goldfish have a longer attention span than humans, okay? So whether you want to become like this Instagram influencer or just use social media to boost your business and brand, you have to have high quality pictures, period, right? So I'm going to be sharing 5 ways to get better pictures using your phone, and they're simple, they're amazing, and they're powerful, and you are going to love them, okay? So for those of you that do not know me, my name is Liz Medley. I have been an entrepreneur since 2003, and in 2014 I started building a business online so I could spend time with my family and my daughter and stop missing out on the people and the things that meant the most to me in life. Every week on Tuesdays, I do a free live training, and I always give a gift away of my written show notes. So you don't have to watch the replay, so you don't have to take notes. Sometimes I talk a lot and get sidetracked, and so it's just a lot quicker and efficient way. So if you want the written show notes, just say Liz List, LIZ LIST, and you can get those, okay? But I teach weekly tips on how to build a freaking amazing business, a cool life, and to be able to show up online with confidence. I want you to come as you are, with your messy bun. You just throw a scarf on to be a little extra and fancy, and just show up as the best version of you, okay? So we live in a day and age, we live in an age and day, a day and age where everyone has a camera in their pocket, right? Social media, I have to tell you guys this, social media content that contains an image has a 94% higher view count or higher average view count than content without. Oh my gosh, y'all are wanting my notes. Liz List will get you notes. I was like, why is my phone going off? It's like I'm blowing up over here because y'all are saying Liz List and Lulubot is getting you that information. Try it out. Just try it. If you've never had a conversation with Lulubot, say Liz List and she'll get you the written version. It's really cool, promise. Also, make sure you share this in your team chats into any community where you know that people need to get better pictures, or maybe you have a friend that sucks at pictures. Just send this to them, like, hey, I really like this video. We don't have to tell her or him that we think that they suck at taking pictures, but go ahead, share this over there. I am also the creator of a awesome Facebook community called Messy Buns in Business. If you are a part of the MBB, drop hashtag MBB below, and I want to see you all on here. Okay, so let's keep going. So, social media content that contains an image attracts 94% more views on average than content without an image. So you know the saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words? That's only true if you have the best looking images. Comprende? Yeah, it's true. So a picture today is also worth 1,000 pins, or 1,000 shares on Facebook, or 1,000 hearts on Instagram. But you need pictures that are scroll stoppers, that make people stop and look. What does that image say? Because they're going to catch the image before they read the words. Okay? So you've got to improve the quality of your photos tenfold. Tenfold. I see you. Your picture could have been cute. If you would have used these 5 things, I may have stopped and commented. Okay, so you need scroll shoppers, you need something to grab your audience's attention. It's noisy on social media. You have to stand out. So let's jump right into the 5 ways that you can get better pictures using your phone. Again, if you want the written version, it's my gift to you. Say Liz List below. And if you've shared this, thank you for sharing this. If you have any questions, leave your questions because I always try and come back and answer them, or I can even do a live customized to you, but we have to have communication for me to give that to you. Okay. So tip number 1 for pictures to be better is you've got to clean the lens. First things first, before you ever snap a photo, you have to make sure that you wipe the lens off. I don't have anything here to do it on. My shirt's not cotton. But you need to make sure you wipe off the smudges on here. If you're taking it of somebody else, if someone else gives you your phone, I'm always so disgusted. People hand me their phone, and it's like mine even right now has got a fingerprint on this lens. You have to wipe the lens off before you take a picture. There's always fingerprints or moisturizer or some unknown substance smeared on mine, okay? And I'm going to say it again. Always clean your camera lens off with a soft cloth before you take the picture. Comprende? Comprende. Now, if you go to lizmedley.com and you go to my blogs, you're going to see a list of my favorite cloth that I use, and I keep it in my purse. I have one in my wallet. They're super inexpensive, so I have them tucked a lot of different places. Okay, let's keep going. Tip number 2 to get better pictures. Use the grid. Just to say what? The what? The grid what? What's a grid? Right? How many of you are thinking, what the H-E-double hockey stick is the grid, Liz? The grid. The grid. Let's see if I have mine on. I used to use it all the time. Oh, I do. I do. Oh, I don't know how to show it to you, though. How do I show you this grid? I don't think it's going to work. Turn the grid on. Okay, so can you see those lines? Can you see the lines? Let's see. See the lines? That is the grid, okay? So you're going to want to turn the grid on your phone because this is going to help you frame up the shot, okay? This is going to help you and assist you so you aren't capturing things that aren't wanted, right? So it's going to help you capture the subject that you're trying to take a picture of. So in photography, the rule of thirds is like how you compose the picture or how you compose the image. So the subject is going to be placed in the intersections, in the dividing lines, okay? I'm not going to go in deep into this. Just Google the third rule, thirds composition for photography. But the grids are going to make it so much easier for you to be like, oh, here's a third of the grid. I put the subject here. Like, it'll make sense, okay? It's going to make your photos look balanced. It's going to make them visually appealing. It's going to make sure that you don't capture things that you don't want, okay? Use these cross lines of what you're on your image, on your camera, okay? It's in settings. If you have an iPhone, it's in settings under camera. Turn on grid. Okay, got it, go. Okay, let's keep moving. So we talked about cleaning your lens. We talked about using the grid. That's going to blow your mind. Just turn it on, damn it. Just turn it on. Okay, ready? Ditch the zoom. Stop zooming. Camera phones, yes, they have zooms. Yes, it makes you feel like it's working. But what it is, it's cutting out. It's not a digital zoom. So, or it is a digital zoom. So it is making the quality of your image shit. Okay? So it's a rookie mistake, right? Don't use zoom. Zooming manually is not a good idea unless you're using a professional camera. You do not need a professional camera to get high quality images. The smartphone is good enough. They're great, actually. But you're going to lose the quality of your image if you start zooming in. Comprende? Got it? Get it? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Do not zoom. Rookie mistake. I did it for a long time. I'm like, I just don't understand. Because I thought, well, if I zoom in just a little bit, oh, it's cropped perfect. If you can't get closer to the subject, take the picture from where you're at using the rule of thirds to improve the composition, but you can crop it later. Crop it after the photo's taken. Please listen, do not zoom on your phone, okay? You're not going to zoom on your phone anymore, are you? No, you're not. And you're going to turn the grid on, right? And you're going to wipe the lens off before you take the picture, right? Yes. Okay. Yes, you got this. Okay, here's the next thing. Number 4 out of 5. To get better pictures, look for light. Instead of creating light, look for light. The flash from a phone does not flatter anyone, okay? No matter what pose you are striking, that flash is gross, okay? And glaring lights also on your pictures can look harsh, or odd colors from like the light in your bathroom makes you look yellow. So before you turn on your flash, oftentimes if you just turn towards that big window or turn towards the direction of the lights, if the lights are on this side of the house, turn towards the light. Always face the light. Unless you're getting like artsy fartsy and you want shadows and stuff. But always turn towards the light. And if you have to create light because there's just no other options, you can actually use the flashlight. This is ninja stuff. You can use the flashlight on other people's phones to give some extra lighting. That's even going to be better than the flash, okay? So maybe your friends are holding some flashlights on them from their phone. But the underpowered flash from your phone should be last resort, okay? Use the sun, face out a window. I also, down here, so I work in my office, my basement office, and I have a ring light because it is so dark in here, and the basement's got like little bitty windows. So if all else fails, you could use a ring light. And again, if you say Liz List, Lulubot will message you, and I have connected the ring lights that I love and that I use, okay? So say Liz List, and Lulubot will hook you up with a written version of this, and it's attached to it, has some of the things that I love. Okay, ready? Last one to take better pictures is to take candid pictures. You don't always want to take pictures of products. Like, rarely should you ever do this. That's a whole training for another day, but like, that's disgusting. Don't take pictures of your products. Like, I'm not even gonna go there. That's a training totally for a different day. But listen, people make great subjects for social media, and actually they get more engagement. Photos with faces is like a 38% more likes and 32% more comments than photos without them, okay? So make sure that you're using images of faces. And it doesn't need to be a posed shot, right? Like if you're like, oh, let's stand here and look pretty, okay? Pose, cheese. Like, it's kind of weird. And there's times and places for that, actually. But candid photos of humans in their element, of humans doing things. It lets people be themselves, and it's a more natural pose, and they are naturally behaving when they're doing something. And this really gives you a chance to showcase your products or your brand, and it makes it relatable, right? It makes you like, oh, they're humans. Oh, they're relatable. Oh, I like this. So like if you're laughing or sitting on the couch, or like I will use a tripod, or I'll like set my phone up on the plant and I turn the timer on for 10 seconds and I run and I jump on the couch and I grab my coffee cup and I'm like, oh, you're so funny. And I get a picture of me laughing. Like, because I don't want to sit there and like pose for the camera, because that looks like, oh, does she have like I don't know. It's just weird. Just be natural, okay? And candid photos of people doing things is aesthetically pleasing, is what people like. It's where marketing. Like if you even look at Coke ads, like Coke ads, the people in the ads aren't like posed. They're like walking their dog, or they're playing a card game, or they're singing a Christmas carol this time of year, or whatever it may be. But it's in a more natural, candid position or pose than something that's staged and posed. Does that make any sense? Y'all blowing up my phones with the Liz List. Blowing it up. Okay, so those are my 5 ways to help you get better pictures for social media or for just life if you are a DIY photographer. But if you want to do well on social media, you've got to pay attention to the quality of your photos. Period. You have to. Like if you take a picture of yourself, don't have the ceiling fan in it with you. Use the damn grid so you can line it up and be like, oh, okay, all right, here we go. Because the ceiling fan, at least crop this damn ceiling fan out, right? Like, just take a little bit more time and planning out the shot. This is your marketing. If you're building a business or a brand, these pictures are your marketing. Would you put that shit in a magazine? Nah, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Social media is more effective than having a print in a magazine. So you've got to take a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. Face out the window. Use your grid. Wipe the lens off and snap a picture where you're lined up properly in the lens, right? We don't want to see your ceiling fan. Crop that shit out, man. Crop it out. Cut it out. All right. So this is just a little bit of photography knowledge that will get you going in the right direction. It's not rocket science. It just takes a little bit of thinking and a little bit of planning and a little bit of effort to improve the quality of your picture. So use this guide to inspire you in your marketing photos. And again, if you want the written version of this, just say Liz List. Lulubot will get it to you. It's my gift to you. Otherwise, listen, y'all, I'll see you next week, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right here. Love y'all. Peace.